Money moves.
Want us? Yeah, here, get in here. Should we like take turns like one by one?
Side.
Okay. Hello and welcome to our presentation for personal finance class. What we're about to present is a game for high schoolers and young people to learn about loans, finance, and lots of other things. I'm Mayor Cohen.
I'm Sammy Turk.
And Buchbot.
I'm Omri Blavvise.
And here's Sammy to tell you a little bit more about what we're doing.
This is a powerful opportunity to inform and empower the next generation of consumers and decision makers. Here are 5 in-depth reasons to consider. To start, 74% of high schoolers aren't confident in their financial knowledge. Financial literacy is essential for adult life. High schoolers need a solid foundation in financial literacy because they will face real-world financial decisions soon after graduation, whether it's applying for student loans, car loans, or credit cards. Under foundation loans and interest is essential for making informed choices. Teaching high school students about loans and interest helps equip them with tools to navigate the complexities of financial systems, including budgeting, saving, and borrowing. The lack of this knowledge can lead to poor financial choices, debt accumulation, and long-term financial instability. By addressing these topics early, students can better understand the economic challenges they'll encounter as young adults. Another one, interest rates have long-term impacts on financial health. The concept of compound interest and its long-term effects can significantly impact students' financial futures. Understanding how interest works both positively and negatively is crucial for managing wealth and debt.
Thank you, Sammy.
Of course, of course, of course.
Ellen, you want to go? We'll move
Yeah.
on.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about some reasons why we chose, especially to do a website with a game on it. A couple of reasons is first of all, it's more fun and engaging. Of course, for students, it's more fun to play on a website or in a game instead of sitting in a lecture or like in school. The second one that I think is very important is that every student can learn on their own pace. Obviously, not everyone starts in the same level, and sometimes in school during classes, it's a little bit harder to um, catch up or like be all on the same level. And this way, everyone can do it on their own pace. And lastly, it's that it will give you instant feedback. Usually in school, you have to wait for grades, you have to wait for exams, usually at the end of the year. And this throughout the app, you're getting a feedback back if you're doing great or not great. And then you can instantly get better or ask questions or find out what you can do better and not wait to the end of the year to understand if you understand loans and interest.
So I will show our game that we've made. Hopefully now you can see it because I'm screen sharing. It's called Money Moves. We've made this, as said, to appeal to young people to learn about all kinds of different things, everything from generally finance, but also interest in loans specifically. We'll hop into the game in 1 second, but right now we're going to just show you around our website and our game and what we've made. It helps, kids and young people master smart loan choices, investment strategy, and real world skills. And it tells you why this matters, explaining to young people, high schoolers, how important this information is to know. So before we head into the actual game, we can look at deep dive lessons. So we have 3, I believe, main lessons, which young people can look at to help, understand interest rates in general and more things like that. We're just going to go into one, maybe 2 of them before we go into the game. One of them is a lesson about interest rates 101. So it goes into interest rates, explains what even is an interest rate, talking about, I mean, you can read it yourself, talking about it's rent. Think of interest as rent for money. When you borrow money, you pay extra for the privilege. When you lend money, you'll get paid extra. So it gives you an example, tells you 2 sides of interest when you borrow versus when you save, and a quick quiz. Sarah puts $500 in a savings account, pays 3% interest per year. How much extra money will she have after 1 year? Thankfully, I took this class and God's helping me with this. So I know the answer is $15 and I'm correct. So next lesson, make your money work. Essentially, what now we're just showing you is that there's 3 different lessons. Each of them have 3 steps, as you can see here, that anybody or a high schooler, young person could go into and learn about loans and finance. But I'm not going to make us do all of them. And now my good friend Omri Blavvise will walk us through the actual main game.
So I will be speaking to you guys about the game itself. So you see we have this nice little graphic. Start playing now. So this gives you an opportunity to draw a interest rate card. Now we have an 8% interest rate. This means that you'll pay $8 extra for every $100 you borrow. expensive. High interest rates make borrowing costly. Play it safe and borrow less. So we're then going to play it safe. How much do you want to borrow? I only want to borrow $50. I want to play it safe. Because it's a high interest rate, that means I'll make more ROI on my investment, meaning that I will now invest 100 and I need to choose my preferred loan type. So I want a low risk investment. I don't want to take a risk. So I'm going to take a grace period loan and you get a chance to review your choice. When you make the move, it'll tell you how much you get in the actual as a result of your investment. And your goal is to play against the computer and beat the computer. So in this scenario, we gained $2, the computer lost 6, meaning that we beat the computer. Hooray. Now, if I draw another interest rate and I don't really know what to do, I can then get a smart hint, meaning that it'll tell me kind of what to do, give or take. So, okay, medium rates mean to be balanced. Some borrowing is fine, but don't go crazy. So I can do a little bit of borrowing, but I don't want to go crazy. Let's say I invested 25 here in a Spitzer loan, just so you see different types of loans. You review the choice, make the move, and we lost money, unfortunately.
But we beat the computer.
But we beat the computer, and that's what matters. Moreover, we have a loan guide, which is super duper helpful. So this basically is a one-stop shop for pretty much everything you need to know about loans, whether it's loans as a concept, index, the different types of loans, prime interest rate. Let's say we want to learn about prime rate. If prime is 4.5% of your loan, and then you have to answer, we have a very similar thing for every single box. And therefore, you can kind of combine this like gamification of the concept with actual practical knowledge and actually picking up everything. So we have the definitions down here. We have our instructions for the game up here. And this way, high school students can kind of be able to stay entertained and stay engaged while actually learning about loans and gaining a higher level of financial literacy, which, as Semi said, they lack so much. So thank you so much, guys, for listening to our presentation. Hopefully you like our product, and we appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.